Hello everyone, and welcome to yet another vlog. I know this is 2 vlogs in a row for my channel, and that's kind of rare, but I figured why not just do another vlog. I'm going to be broadcasting later on tonight anyway on Overwatch, so stay tuned for that. And this time I am doing it. I don't give a fuck, I am going to do it, so this vlog, I'm gonna be pretty much telling you my life experiences through where I work now. For those who are new, I am a detailer for a car dealership. I make the turd shine, so to speak. But, you know, growing up, mechanic, anything with an engine in it, I found fascinated with, and I enjoyed working with. But, you know, for those who are really looking forward to trying to get a job with the dealership, don't do it. I'm just going to be flat out honest, and I talked about detailers in another video, but don't do it, because it's not really worth it, to be honest with you. Because and this is just basically on the dealership I work at, just to give you an insight of it. But basically how the detailer works for where I work. When I first started, I was told you get paid by the car and by the flat rate. Meaning, if you work 8 hours in a day and you do 3 cars and they mark on the ticket, which the ticket is how you get paid, they mark, I don't know, 2 hours just for shits and giggles. So they mark down 2 hours. Well, guess what? If you got like 3 cars done in that day for 2 hours each, so you got 8 plus 6, so you got 14 hours for that day for what the pay rate is, which here in where I'm at, the lovely USA, but it's like $7.25 for minimum. That's not what I get, so I'm just going to keep that there. But for example, if you got minimum wage, you got paid $7.25 times the, what did I say it was? 14 hours, I think. Yeah. So, that's how the pay rate goes, at least for where I'm at. The boss is an asshole, and it doesn't matter where you work, you will always get an asshole. Whether it be a coworker, whether it be a boss, you're going to have an asshole. I know that sounded weird just right now, but basically, it doesn't matter if you go from Burger King to McDonald's. You're still gonna put up with an asshole. Every job has one. So hang in there. But luckily for me, I'm going in the army, so I don't have to put up with these jackasses. But and right now where I'm at, there's 4 people that work where I'm at. So, and 3 of them are detailers. One of them is a kiss ass to the boss. Once again, there's always a kiss ass to the boss in every job. So, where I'm at, I get along with all the other detailers, and I'm not going to say names just for privacy and whatnot, but there's the one good old kiss ass who thinks he's the boss, but he isn't the boss. Well, he was a boss at another job, but where he's working now, he's not any kind of boss. He can't even, if he's not even remotely close to being a boss, in my opinion. But Uh, where I'm at, it can be stressful, and I know people are thinking, Josh, just suck it the fuck up. But seriously, it's not really rainbows and sunshine. It really isn't. Um, but you know, it's basically, I'll give you a for instance, and I'm trying to get the right words to really get it out there to describe it. But basically, um, the kiss ass, okay, the cat kiss ass to the boss, the one who acts like he's the boss. Um, he's not really that mature on how he works and whatnot, but on what was it? Was it Friday? Yeah, it was Friday. He gets one of those paper floor mats that you see in car dealerships that says "Thank you for your service" or "Thanks for stopping by" or whatever. Has the two little feet patterns on it. Yeah, he grabbed one of those, taped it to the wall, and said, "Josh, clean up the bay or else." Mind you, this is Monday morning. This is a Monday that I wanted to take a vacation day just to focus on me, just to focus on studying the Soldier's Creed, just to focus on my exercise and my training, everything to get me ready for basic training. Which basic training isn't until like January 17th, but still, I'd like to be physically, mentally, and emotionally prepared for basic training, as well as anyone else should be. But it was one of them Mondays mornings. I was pissed off. I did not want to be there. I didn't say a damn thing. I said to one of my coworkers who, me and him get along. We're hard on each other, but it's all good at the end. But uh, I got in, and I was finishing up on what was it? Fuck. It was a Chevy Silverado I was working on. And I see on the wall that sign. I'm looking at it and I'm saying to my coworker, "The fuck is this?" He's like, "Yeah, uh, or Mr. Sniff Ass over here decide to bitch about how you leave your bays dirty and whatnot." And really, the bay wasn't all that dirty. I had a Jeep Wrangler, I think it was. It had plasti dip rims, and they wanted that peeled off. That is a bitch to get off, by the way. Do not leave plasti dip on for more than 3 years, because it will stick like a bitch. Don't do it. It sucks. But, I had plasti dip on the floor. When from peeling it off, it was on the floor. I said, alright, I'll get to it later. And mind you, I'm still focusing on training and bills and all that other stuff. Pretty much adulting, so to speak. And I do my job, do my work, all that stuff. And, I was still pissed off. And mind you, the Mr. Sniff Ass, that's going to be his name, is Mr. Sniff Ass, because he's always a brown noser to the fucking boss. He is beyond more messier than any of us. He leaves his buffer out on the floor. He leaves his extension cord plugged in and all over the place. His buffing compound all over the place. All his shit, his vacuums and his buckets and whatnot. He leaves it all over the place. Way much more than what any of the other co-workers do. And I thought, you know what? It's a Monday. I'm gonna be a dick. I'm just too pissed off. I need to let off some rage. So, I grab a floor mat. I'd figure, you know what? He wants to play some games. He doesn't have the fucking kahunas to come up and say it to my face to say, clean up my bay, or else. Okay, I'll play your fucking games. I grab a floor mat, some tape, and I write on it, how about you clean up your mess too? Sincerely, the asshole. Because that was his nickname for me, was the asshole. And, you know, I went in today to pick up my paycheck so I can do my running, which I actually just got back from doing. And they tore down that sign, but they left his sign up. And just so he could save his ass, he took a wet rag or something and wiped over or else. Just to save his ass. And I'm there thinking, I'm like, okay, that's interesting. So I was outside. I had a dip in. I was just trying to just keep my cool, keep my composure, focus on the future. I went in there to get my paycheck, cause that's me. I grab my paycheck, I'm out. Fuck this, I'm out. And this son of a bitch decides he wanted to step up to me and start yelling and screaming about me leaving his bay a mess when the fucker doesn't even detail. All he does is he does the boss's job for him. So sniff ass, you know. And he's there bitching and whatnot, and I'm just kind of chilling, looking at him. And I said, okay, so you want to bitch at me for leaving your bay a mess, even though you don't do a damn fucking thing around here. You're up in the boss's office having a fucking circle jerk with them. But, yeah, you want to bitch at me because I left a little bit of stuff in your bay. Whoop-de-fucking-do. And, you know, I'm human. Humans make mistakes. Humans forget shit. Okay. And he's accusing me of using his stuff that he bought and whatnot. And I said, no, I used another coworker's tape. I didn't use your tape. So fuck you. And, you know, it was just back and forth, arguing and yelling and whatnot. Actually, you know what? I've yelled. To put in the best terms is, I went drill sergeant on his ass. And fucking him and the boss, because I'm sick of this shit. You know, every time I go to work, you get treated like shit, and you get a shitty paycheck and whatnot, and it's like, you can barely survive on it. So, you know, you kind of got to study, if you're going to actually try to get a job at a dealership, study it. And I said that in my previous detailer videos, you gotta study the people, but you gotta study how they treat each other. You know, are they quiet? You know, go around the corner and kind of just listen in and see if they're yelling or something. And, you know, if they treat each other like shit, they're going to treat you like shit when you get the job. So that is my video. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you did, like. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. And yeah, stay tuned for that Overwatch broadcasting later on tonight. Take it easy, guys.